what I want to do. Oh, is I doing that? No, it's not. Kind of is, but not really. It's pretty slow. Well, not the worst thing. Okay, so let me at least say what I'm going to plan on doing here. So I have these quotes from books that I've been reading. My high level goal here is to take these ideas, convert them to apps, and then show you how those apps are run. So let's say, for example, I take this one, or actually, let's choose a fiction one. Let's do this one. Unwilling to disappoint their son, Jamal's parents gave in. Mother dressed Jamal in his best shirt, tucking it into his pants and then half squatting, shining his shoes. She combed his hair until it was neat. Sri Lankans never left the house looking unkempt. Remember to smile, Jamal, said Mother, caressing Jamal's cheek. A genuine smile is the best gift that you can give to others. A grin brighter than the sun emerged on Jamal's face. So that's nice. So I'm going to use my app ChatGPT-MD to say, write app ideas for the following quote. See if I do have internet. It's calling the API. So, a pretty good idea here. I think the smile reminder app sounds pretty cool. Let's go with number one. How would we stub this app out? Method names, vars, etc. in JS. Move this and go. Okay, so let's add JS here. So we have it's time to smile, which is going to determine when to send a reminder, which I think could be cool if it was doing it randomly. Send, this is for push notifications. Could probably use something like Twilio for this. This is a interval that's set up to call this, and it says, hey, if this Boolean passes, so I guess this is actually a Boolean. And then send the smile, notification setting, affirmations list, positive affirmations, notification settings, I guess would be user set, adding an affirmation to the affirmation list, show a random affirmation. Okay, so the push notification should come in at random times. You can see it's collecting these backticks at the end. That's an Obsidian bug for ChatGPT-MD. I actually had to hack a solution where it basically really quickly after the whole thing is loaded in, it gathers it into one big text and then just finds the start character and then replaces it all in one go. So this is a Boolean now for is time to smile. And now it checks every minute because I guess checking every hour on the guaranteed hour was, you smile once an hour. But this one says that you just get a reminder to smile 50% every other minute. One thing that's interesting is that it really likes to write out the whole code again. I've been trying to find a really good system prompt to say hey, only write the code that's relevant. But I haven't found that yet. So then the idea is basically to take this here, go over here, and then, okay, so write using the stubs, write a basic working impl of the above that uses push notifications in JS. I think Safari just added this in a very recent Safari drop. So you got the notifications. I think this affirmation list is pretty interesting when it comes to kind of forced gratitude, CBT. I was reading a book in a library that was talking about cognitive behavioral therapy. And when you're at the moment of crisis, to be able to use the tools that you've learned from cognitive behavioral therapy to kind of slow down and separate out the fear from the reality. And I'm wondering, kind of these positive affirmations, this forced gratitude, can kind of serve the same purpose of just kind of bringing you back into a changed reality, but one that's more optimistic than pessimistic. Run. Oh no. Oh, here we go. I thought I lost the fucking internet again. Oh, it's using service workers. Interesting. Okay, so setting up the service worker. Okay, so can you set up the service worker? Can you set up the service worker? Look at it go. Look at it fucking go. Hmm. So now I generally like to go to Replit or just localhost and try and run it. So we can switch to Visual Studio Code and I can show you what I mean. So here I'll go into scripts. I'll make a new folder for, well, should I make a new folder? Okay, yeah. Let's just say, let's grab something else real quick. I got something for this. The Obsidian. So I think this is a full stack JavaScript app. And I mean, has a front end and it has I guess it's just kind of this is all running in client side JavaScript. But this is a static icon. yeah, this service worker is interesting. So yeah, usually what I'll do is I'll go to Visual Studio Code, and then let's say that we want a new folder in Node called what do you call it? Oh, you can't see this. Smile reminder. Let's take that. Oh, let's go back to Visual Studio Chrome. Make a new folder. Do that. Do some of this. Do some of that. And do some of that. Okay. And then let's say that we have a index.html here. And let's say that we have a index.js. So let's just make actually, let's put this in a new folder called public. And then this is going to open up a terminal here. So let's cd into node slash scripts node smile reminder app. Did I put that in the right place? I didn't. Yeah. Okay. And then let's npm init hyphen y. I just realized I'm in the way. Over here, maybe. Now it has the smile reminder app. Good shit. So let's npm I express. So, you know, one of the nice things about using ChatGPT to kind of like seed these ideas is that like you can do the actual coding here for things that are missing, but you don't like it's good at like I think of like the other ChatGPT as more like a project manager and writing simple scripts, and then you use this to write your bigger scripts. Yeah. So create, oh no, this is the create an express server that renders public index.html. It's just hitting tab. Tab, 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 tab. So fucking cool. Yeah, that looks good. And then listen on port 3000. Okay. You know, I thought there was a way to preview localhost in Obsidian or in Visual Studio Code. I wonder. Localhost. Live server preview. Dude, my internet's so screwy. Oh, we have a GIF here. All right, let's try it. 759,000. This is the plight of being an open source developer. 759,000 installs, 22 reviews. That's the truth if I've ever heard it. Oh, npm. Or actually, just do node. I call this index.js or server.js? Index.js. Okay, so we got the port. So now, what was it? Command Shift P, live preview. can only preview an HTML file. Oh, well, that's dumb. That's not really that helpful anymore. Maybe I should be like here. I keep moving the little fucking thing around. So that's not that helpful, unfortunately. But I can check on my own browser. Well, we didn't even do this yet, actually. So I guess that's not really. So let's put a script.js file in here, and then just copy the stuff that Obsidian gave us, that ChatGPT gave us. So let's start out with, here's an example of the Smile implementation app. So let's just go over here, copy this by clicking this button, go back to Visual Studio Code, do that, literally just copy paste. So now we can see all the functions. Prettier should be my default formatter. Send smile reminder, does the service worker. Let's copy over the service worker stuff from Obsidian as well. Register the service worker. Let's go back to Visual Studio Code. Let's call this, I don't know, service worker.js, service worker.js. This might actually all be in the same file. If service workers and navigator on load, we register this.js, and then it registers with the scope. And then on push, we have the icon and body, which we might be able just to comment out the icon to see if it works even. The navigator looks like it's setting up the service reminder or the service worker. So this send smile reminder. Define, use the browser API for setting. This is okay. So this is where we get permission. So this is in /script.js, and then let's just say h1 or HTML. So fun that it does this, dude. Just gives it a title and everything. Let's just call this script.js. And let's also have our service worker.js. Okay. So we have our service worker, we have our script.js, we have our smile reminder app thing. I wonder, is there like no browser in Visual Studio Code already? I feel like that's something that people want. Because I really don't want to like open Chrome right now and do that whole thing. Open in browser. Open in browser. Bruh. Even Obsidian has its own browser. I wouldn't use it, but for this, I just want to look at localhost without having to leave Visual Studio Code. Is that too much to ask? Local developer preview. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, let's try another word. Let's just go with preview this time. Oh, here we go. Yeah, and this one's official too. It's by Microsoft. Let's go. Okay, so it says top right corner of the context menu. It looks like I can go to localhost. Live refreshing. I don't really care about that at this exact moment. Let's try it. Browser open. Ooh. What was it? Show preview external browser. Internal browser. Oh, let's go, dude. Externally hosted links are not supported. Okay. Oh, this is doing the whole thing. This is the whole index. So this is the index.html file, but it's not there. This is the index.js file. Okay, I got this. VSC live preview express server. Okay. Live server. It says go live. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I want the thing I just downloaded. Yeah, live preview. What the heck? Okay, so there's a difference between live preview and live server. But all the stuff that I'm seeing on the internet looks like it's for live server instead of live preview. And I don't know what that means. I think that this would be a more common issue if developers didn't have 80 billion screens to code on at every job. Oh my god, this is such a shitty blog. The CSS is horrible. Oh my god. What do you mean I can't go to 3000? Oh, maybe it was. just what? Oh, God. Hello. All right, let's try this. Let's go to public. Okay, so yeah. We're good. Okay, so let's go back and figure out what's going on with this service worker. So it says on load register script.js. So let's put a console log here. Let's see this. You can even access console in this bitch. Open DevTools pane. Amazing. Oh, maybe not amazing. Refresh. Okay, no, this isn't. Oh, wait, here we go. Registering service worker. Um, uh, I wish I could just show these errors. I don't want to show the rest of my shit. I only want you, baby, you, baby. I only want you, baby, you, baby. Oh. Okay, so, don't know what I just did. So let's just say that we're filtering for live preview. Oh, look at that. Preview. Live preview. Okay, here we go. So have it registered successfully, failed successfully, and then this shouldn't happen, right? Let's make this every 60 seconds. Make this every 10 seconds, and then let's just say console. You see, I feel like this isn't happening. I feel like this isn't getting called. I have my affirmations. I have show positive affirmation. Good vibes all around. You know, a fair question is like, why not just use the code interpreter mode? Few reasons. It just runs Python. And it only works in the ChatGPT UI, whereas this can work in Obsidian. Question, game set match. Why are the gutters so deep? I'm just realizing that when the font is this big, the gutters are impressively cumbersome. You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to install minimal. Yeah, let's just do it. You just got to have it. You can see the loading, but my internet is so screwy right now. I'm embarrassed. Okay, so let's just hope that that works. I guess I'm going to play around with the idea of getting it to write code in a way where it is performance throwing term. Because I have the server. But now that I'm thinking about it, this might just be local, right? Like index.html, service worker script. If I go to Arc and do the same thing, Go to localhost 3000. I see hello. And then the console, it fails the service worker registration. It says, okay, so this Visual Studio Code one doesn't do the set reminder, and this one doesn't want to set the, localhost script.js, the sources script.js. Maybe I do have like an arc one. You gotta be really careful on the internet, man. End up like my boy. Okay. RP. That's weird. Okay, so this one is doing the checking if it's time to smile, but it's obviously bugging. Oh, and the other parts. Chrome. Properties. Arc. Yeah, so we can see here that it says that script.js 15, the service worker is not ready because it failed to register it. So if I go back to Obsidian and then I say getting error, let's get rid of this stuff here. Some of that good stuff. Copy that in and then send it. Okay, so it says your server application JavaScript. Some servers may not do this by default. Okay, let's try that out. Let's go to Visual Studio Code. Let's go to I think that this is the MIME type. Let's do that. And let's give it some of these. Let's restart the server. Okay, so set interval is not a function, which, why would it be? Oh, so this just registered this. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so it does say though that something is undefined. Service worker is still undefined. Why? Service worker dot ready. Okay, so let's console.log the navigator. Basically all I did here was I went to Visual Studio Code and I added this line. I'm going to restart the server again. There's got to be a better way to do this, which I am not thinking of because all I'm focusing on is getting things the way I used to get them. Okay, so it registered. Okay. And in 10 seconds. Okay, so here we go. Oh, no notification. What does that mean? Okay. We have the promise here, which is fulfilled. So now... Oh, that's interesting. It goes from that to undefined. Like, randomly. Go to Obsidian real quick. And then let's just do this. Getting. Now, sometimes I like, if I don't really need this anymore, I just get rid of it. I don't know if that's the best way of doing it. I'm trying to think of a better way to do it in the future. Because I wanted to want to keep these chats for posterity. But at the same time, it's like, why would you want to keep stuff that... This looks pretty much the same to me. Yeah, this looks pretty much the same to me. Oh, wait. Use browser API. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is new. This is new. So we're going to go to Visual Studio Code. We're going to paste this in basically directly. Hit Alt-Shift-F. Hit save. Start a server. Go to the browser. Clean out the console. Refresh. Okay. Request permission is not a function. You're not a function. You shall run only before DOM.content loaded phase is finished. Weird. Okay. So I'm going to go into the service worker.js when I do the registering, I guess. And then let's just comment out. I guess this was supposed to go there to begin with. I think that I messed up. I think I was supposed to put it in the service worker. I don't really work that much with service workers, I'll be honest with you. And I don't mean denied it. What do you mean? As the user has dismissed the permission for... I don't think I ever did that. Clicking the lock icon next to the URL. Well, that just is what it is, isn't it? I'm not going to fix that. And I've already been doing this for 40 minutes, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be like 3 gigs. So, goodbye.